Hey everyone, welcome back. It is not my usual right night, but by the time you watch this, it probably will be. So we are going to write. I had to skip a session last week because we had some friends over. So I'm doing a catch-up session tonight. I must apologise for possible sniffing that may occur throughout this video. I feel like the pollen has been really polleny today, so I'm a little bit like congested and my eyes are like, ugh. If you know, you know. I'm also having, that like eye twitch thing in your eyelid when you're tired, and that is like, yeah, like that all the time. So I am gonna write, and I really want to, as I said last week, finish this villa story so that I can get editing it and then share it with people who want to read it, which is cool. I have to be honest though, I'm not really feeling it for those reasons being, without going into too much detail. So as I said before, I'm an academic and I am both employed and self-employed, and I don't have a permanent position, I don't have a permanent job. All my work is always temporary and project based, and that has been the situation for many years. And unsurprisingly, this is like a constant source of stress in my life, and that is, let's just say, it's particularly acute at the moment. And I'm facing a situation where in a few months' time I might not have any paid work, and I've never been in that situation before, and that is just like constantly on my mind, and I feel like it's kind of blocking a bit of my sort of creative energy and motivation. I would love to be the type of person that could say like, oh, maybe this is a sign to like quit your job and become a writer, and then in 2 years I could do one of those videos that says like, 2 years ago I left my career and I became like an author, I followed my dreams, stuff like that. We all see those videos. I'd love to be able to be that person, but I'm not that person. Right? Let's be real. I need a job, I have a family, I have a mortgage, I got bills to pay, okay? And also the work that I do, my academic work, is really important to me and I really care about it, and it gives a lot of meaning to my life as well. And I want to be able to continue doing that, but I want to be able to continue doing that in a secure position, so I'm not constantly thinking about what my next job might be, because that causes stress on like an existential level, it feels like, and it really makes you question your worth and your value and what you do, and it really makes you think, am I actually just shit at this? And that's how I feel at the moment. So that's just what's going on in my head behind the scenes, not even behind the scenes, like on the stage. So there's that, and it does feel kind of crap, and it's also made me kind of reflect a little bit on, what do I want to do with my writing, where do I want that to take me, and I don't know at this stage what I really want. This is something that I've always struggled with, long-term planning, like career vision, anything long-term like that. I just can't do it. I can't like imagine and plan things in the abstract like that. Anyway, so I don't know where I want my writing to take me. Part of me would love to somehow become a professional author, right? But I'm not delusional. I know that that takes an incredible amount of work, and not just anyone can like pull it out of anywhere. and do that, okay? There's probably so many people that decide to write a book or write something and have that dream, and it doesn't turn into a career for the vast majority of those people. So I'm not delusional. I know that that takes a lot of work, but I also don't know if that's what I want, because as I said, the work that I do now, my academic work, also has a lot of meaning to me as well. And I don't know if I want to give that up. So it's made me think, where am I taking this? Like, what do I want to do with my writing? What role do I want that to play in my life? How big is that role? All these things are kind of like swirling round my head at the moment. So that's life, right? One thing I do have, which is permanent, is my trusty friend Noodle. Obviously now I said that she's always there. She's leaving. No. Um. Anyway. Oh, another cat's just come in. We're all good. So, that aside, I do want to write tonight and catch up on the session that I missed earlier this week. And my aim is still going to be to finish the first draft of the Villa story. I think that that's doable. However, the sort of motivation and energy and creativity that I was feeling when I was doing it last week is not there tonight. So I'm just gonna sit down with my tea, open my story, and do my best, see how far I get. Okay, let's do this. Let's see if we can finish this story tonight. My eyes are just so like sore and itchy. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I've done half an hour. Bit of a slow start. I kind of couldn't. I know how I want to end this story, and there's really only like a few steps to get to the end, but I kind of couldn't decide how to move into those like final steps for it, so it took me a while to get into it, but I think I'm on it now, so I'm gonna have a quick break, keep going. I will try to push through to the end. Yeah, but right now I need more eye drops. Okay, I finished the story. That did take a lot longer than I had anticipated. It's now after 11 o'clock. Yeah, just took longer than I thought. How many words have I written? I don't know. I have written 3,000 words. That's why it's taken a long time. Okay, it's done. What I'll be doing next session is starting to edit this story. What I noticed also is writing this story, I don't know whether it's because I've been kind of rushing to finish it, but when I've looked back through it, I realised I've just made loads of mistakes, like just missed out loads of words or written the wrong word. Now, I don't know whether I've done this on my other stories now. I'm thinking when I come to editing, I might find that, 50% of the words are just not the words that I intended to write. That's quite possible. Or I don't know whether it's just because I was kind of doing it quickly and I had lots of ideas and they were all coming out. So we will find out when we come to the editing, which will be later this week. My mood is a bit better than earlier, you know, all that hasn't gone away. I'm still thinking about it. It's still in my mind, all the work stuff. But for a couple of hours when I was writing, I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about the story. And I was thinking about whether I should actually just kill all the characters in the end. So yeah, it hasn't affected me at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here with me as always. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.